Hi everyone, welcome to Moon Sanctuary. My name is Belle, and Moon Sanctuary is a safe place to discuss twin flame unions, spirituality, astrology, and unconditional love. So right off the bat, I can tell that this reading is going to be a twin flame in separation reading. I sense that there's a lot of heartache because right away we're starting off with the Three of Swords. And I am going to use astrology cards to clarify the tarot. So let's go ahead and clarify the Three of Swords. What happened or what energy is here? Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so we're getting Sagittarius and House 10. So I feel like you're wanting to focus on yourself, or it's the divine masculine that's wanting to focus on himself and figure himself out. Where does he stand in the world? Where is he supposed to be in the world? What is he doing with his career? So actually I'm getting more of a divine masculine energy out of this. So what I'm sensing is the divine masculine might have triggered this separation because they wanted to figure out themselves. They didn't have enough time for this, they're saying, or they didn't have enough energy for this is what they're saying. And that may have been, of course, very, very heartbreaking for you to hear because you wanted to be together, of course, and you felt like you built not only a relationship but a friendship with your divine masculine. So for him to just kind of turn around and say he wants to explore, he wants freedom, he wants to kind of go away from the sanctuary, this home, which is the divine union that you have together, the twin flame union that you have, to focus on these House 10 matters. House 10 is Capricorn's house, and Capricorn is all about status, all about accomplishment, success. It is the most public house in the entire chart. I'm sensing something about also what you guys put out publicly. So my divine feminines can be in a very public position or a public position in their community. So either you have a following or there's something here where you're in the public eye a lot and therefore your relationship gets pulled in the public eye. However, I'm sensing divine masculine isn't really wanting to be in the public eye right now. Divine masculine wants to be hidden away, wants to be a bit of a recluse right now. So what that is telling me is it's time to honestly focus on yourself. So what I would like to tell you guys is actually, if I ever went through a separation period again, I wouldn't be sad. I wouldn't really be as frantic as I was in the fully runner chaser period of it. So as you know, with twin flames, we're like magnets. There is a push, a pull, all of this running, chasing, and it's very chaotic at first. Maybe you've been connecting for only a couple years, couple months, maybe you've been connecting for many years. However, it gets to a point actually, because both of you will be the runner at some point, both of you will be the chaser at some point, but eventually it literally gets to a point where yes, the separation period is sad, but it's almost like an opportunity to explore, to learn about yourself. It becomes almost like this time of optimism. I know that sounds a little bit weird because you're separated from the love of your life essentially, but here's the thing about twin flame unions. It's not so much about love. So you will find more of a loving type of relationship, a supportive, the Disney movie type of relationship with like a high level soulmate. But your twin flame is here to trigger every single one of your triggers to intensify the growth that you will achieve in this incarnation. Okay, this is what you signed up for. Okay, and if you believe in twin flames, I'm sure you're not too far away from believing in things like past lives, reincarnation, all these things. So in a lifetime where you did spend it with your high-level soulmate or one of your high-level soulmates, you might have had just a really happy life, a regular life where there wasn't really that much growth. Of course, like you do grow as a person no matter what type of relationship that you're in, but this type of relationship was more easy. Like it was an easy love, it just worked, it just fit, everything just felt right. However, twin flame relationships aren't necessarily easy. Honestly, they're a lot of hard work, but they're really rewarding because not only do you grow and achieve amazing heights, so does the partner. So right now with Sagittarius in 10th house, kind of clarifying the Three of Swords, be happy. I know it's so hard right now. You're like, how can I be happy? All I can think about is this. Well, it's because divine masculine is going for his career, going for what he is meant to achieve in the world. And for divine masculine to provide for you and treat you like the queen, the literal empress that you are in his eyes, he's gonna need to work hard. Okay, let him work hard. That's what I would like to say. Maybe you are divine feminine, but you just feel like you also work hard and you enjoy that. Well, that's fine. Okay, this time is even a bigger time for focus. Work really hard. you know, in whatever it is that you want to, and allow him to do the same. Don't blow up his phone. Stay away from drama, okay? Definitely, whenever you're reading this, whenever you're hearing this, stay away from drama, specifically today. I know there's a lot of uncertainty in the air right now, and you kind of perceive yourself as burnt out or overstimulated in a sense. I'm just sensing that there's a lot of things like stimulating you right now, and maybe you don't prioritize success as much. What I'm hearing actually is you care more about the success of this relationship than you do about, you know, 10th house matters of success. But that's not how divine masculine is feeling right now. You can't force divine masculine to see things the way that you do. All you can do, honestly, and I know it's cliche, is to fall into your own divine femininity. Okay, it's time to do your whole beauty ritual. Maybe you've been neglecting yourself because you've been so heartbroken. It's time to do a whole beauty ritual. I'm talking about the whole body exfoliation, you know, shave if you want to do that, or wax, whatever you do. Paint your nails, paint your toenails, or get them done. Do your hair, your makeup. Adorn yourself as you should, okay? So honestly, and then after you do all that, don't be sad. I know you want to go out, you want to have fun, and go out with your friends. Straight up, like, go out with your friends, invite somebody out, or even a family member, cousin, your mom, somebody, whoever you have. You can get all dolled up for all types of people, or yourself. You don't have to get dolled up or adorned up for the specifically divine masculine. And by the way, you guys, I am also getting the 2 of Cups, the Star, the 6 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. So these are all very positive cards. I'm kind of rambling on just the heartache part, but I promise actually the rest of this reading is very, very positive. I just wanted to give you some words of motivation about where you're at right now, because I do sense that this is a separation. So it's time to not only beautify yourself and kind of look for the magic in life again, but get that childlike wonder, because we are getting the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Page of Cups has a childlike wonder. They get intuitive messages. They're very curious about things, and they're open to all types of possibilities, and they love having like creative opportunities pop up. This character, honestly, when I think about this character in the tarot, it's kind of like that character that hasn't had their first love yet, hasn't had their first heartbreak clearly yet, because they haven't had their first love yet. So they're always positive, fun, kind of warm, just open and ready to go. This is like kind of like when we were so carefree, you know, maybe you never had a carefree childhood, or maybe you never really had a period of time where you're carefree, but just close your eyes and imagine like being so carefree that like if a friend called you up randomly, you would just be like, okay, I'll come out in 5 minutes, and you just go and have an amazing adventurous day, like all day. 5 minutes, I just need to, you know, change my clothes and I'll be outside. Or, you know, like my parents, for example, they said that, you know, they grew up and there wasn't really cell phones and stuff. They would literally just walk around the neighborhood, knocking on their neighbors' doors, their friends, and seeing who was home and just hanging out. I know that, I mean, like, of course nowadays it's different, and especially if you're older with responsibilities, but you can plan things out with people, you know, like, yeah, it's a little bit more planning than it was maybe when you were younger, but you can still go out there and explore. Okay, so let's get on to the other cards. So we do have the 2 of Cups, and I just want to clarify the 2 of Cups here. What's going on between twin flames right now? What's going on between DM and DF? Okay, house 12, you guys. I like that. Okay, so this is a spiritual connection, you guys. Of course it is. House 12 is the house of Pisces, and Pisces is like the merging, right? You have already merged souls. You're the same soul, by the way. If you're truly twin flames, you're the same core soul frequency. And this is about spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So don't worry about it. If you're truly twin flames, just focus on yourself. Like, literally, the more you focus on yourself and live in like this drama-free, carefree, happy light, they will sense that. They will just feel it in the soul. They will feel it in the depths of their soul, and they're gonna be like, okay, I need to hit up divine feminine, because I sense her like going away. Like, she's not focused on me anymore. Like, I can't even focus on the things I told her I wanted to focus on, because now she's not focused on me, so I have to focus on her. In the corner of my eye, by the way, I have astrodice. I see house 7 and I see house 12. So I just kind of looked over and I saw that, and I see it twice on 2 different dice. So yes, this is a spiritual connection. House 7 is about one-on-one relationships, and house 12 is, it's coming up on the cards too. It's about spirituality. Okay, so this is a spiritual relationship. This is a very, very spiritual relationship. Like, don't don't even worry about it, you know? And I don't want you to, like, I heard the word delusional, so I don't want you to feel delusional. You never want to feel delusional about somebody else or your life or anything like that. Like, just focus on yourself and focus on purity, purifying yourself, your energy, doing your beauty ritual, like I said, and just like gaining knowledge. For some reason, I'm just thinking and seeing a divine feminine, like reading books and journaling, and she looks so beautiful and peaceful. She's sitting at the windowsill and the light is shining on her, and she just looks so peaceful, you know? And if that's you, divine feminine, that's exactly what your spirit guides want you to be like. They don't want you to be in this dark energy of always like watching these videos. Honestly, of course, I do these videos because I want to connect with the Divine Feminine Collective and help you guys and be your sanctuary. So this is a good segue into explaining Moon Sanctuary if you haven't heard this spiel before. So in astrology, the moon is our moods, our emotions, and they are very fickle. They change a lot and it could be chaotic at times. Moods and emotions are very chaotic, and as a Divine Feminine, especially if you are biologically a female, okay, literal actual biology, we are just emotional beings. Like, we have all these hormones. Like, you can't out-science hormones. It's like spirituality and science. So we just have all these emotions. So that's the moon part. And sanctuary means a place of refuge or a place of just safety. So I want to be your place of safety when you're feeling chaotic, when you're feeling lost, when you just feel like you need to reach out into the others and pull out this message. That's what I'm doing. I'm basically connecting to you, pulling messages out of the others and advising you on kind of like what I would do if I was in your position, because trust me, I've been in your position as a twin flame myself, and I'm telling you, if I could go back to when I felt like this and tell myself exactly what I'm telling myself, this is exactly what I would say. I would be like, just focus on yourself. Maybe you're gonna go on a book buying spree or go to the library and just start buying a bunch of books or reading a lot of different articles online. Like, you don't have to buy anything, you could just look up different things. I just feel like you're gaining a lot of knowledge right now, and maybe you just recently, some of you I'm sensing recently came upon the twin flame term. So I definitely see some divine feminines just now coming up on the term and doing a ton of research on it, right? Because you're at that point of pure chaos. So okay, now I just want to kind of touch upon my story as well as some other twin flames that I've encountered and met, where it's like the first bit where it's like so chaotic with the running and chasing that you do get into spirituality because of it, because you're like, this relationship defies all logic. I don't understand why I love this person unconditionally, and that's what we talk about here on Moon Sanctuary, unconditional love, which is a difficult thing sometimes because being unconditionally loving is hard sometimes because your ego wants to step in the way and protect you. So for example, if you're been chasing after this divine masculine for years or months and they keep just like kind of getting scared and ghosting you or kind of just blocking you or leaving your life, you're like, why would I allow this revolving door? That's what I just heard. So why would I allow this revolving door? I don't allow anyone else to be like a revolving door in my life. Why am I allowing this person in and out of my life? Like, if they loved me, they would just stay. That's what I'm hearing. And we've been there. But the thing is, eventually the running and chasing will stop. It will be peaceful again. I feel like I kind of lost my train of thought, and that just usually is a sign that spirit wants me to move on. So I did have the Knight of Pentacles here, and to clarify the Knight of Pentacles, we're getting the Sun immutable. So maybe your divine masculine is a Gemini, a Virgo, a Sagittarius, or a Pisces, or they have this type of energy in their chart heavy. The thing is with this divine masculine is he's slow moving, okay, and he has a lot of changes in his life. Maybe you guys are young right now, or even if you're not young, maybe your relationship is young, so he's just trying to figure it out and moving things slowly because he doesn't want to mess up. He wants to figure out who he is, because the sun in astrology actually is embodying your truth. This is how you self-express. This is your ego, right? So this is kind of like your main core personality that you exude out into the world. So he's just trying to figure that out, and it's hard, especially for the mutable signs, I feel like, because they kind of mutate with their surroundings. So maybe they just felt so sucked into this relationship in a sense that they started to lose a little bit of their individuality. So that's why I feel like they kind of went off and tried to focus more on their career and try to figure out who they are, because they have completely meshed with you essentially, or even their family or friends or whatever they're doing, and it kind of makes them feel a little lost. So that's why this is happening, and it's okay to focus on yourself while they're trying to figure this out. And I got Pisces at the bottom of the deck actually, so I honestly, you guys guys are full merged, because I've got Pisces a bunch of times, house 12 a bunch of times, like, you guys. And then so I'm getting Taurus for the star, and the star is represented usually by Aquarius. And so the star is talking about having hope and faith, okay? This is about spirituality, guidance, and renewal. And with Taurus here, it's just trust and have patience for this, okay? And get into your own senses. Get out of your mind and into your senses. So things that you could touch, taste, smell, hear, see. Go look at something beautiful, listen to some music, eat something delicious, touch soft fabrics, you know, and smell beautiful perfumes, things like that. Do all those type of things, those Taurian things, to get your minds off of this. Because honestly, you know, I don't know why I'm starting to feel like spicy for some reason. Like I'm getting like big sister tough pants energy right now, where I'm kind of just like, forget him. Taurus is very stubborn, so I feel like you guys have been very, very stubborn about fixating almost on this. And it's kind of like, I wish that I could just, I'm hearing, I wish I could just shake you. Okay, so one of your guides, okay, Divine Feminine, I'm sorry, one of your guides is very frustrated, and essentially they want you to focus on yourself. They just genuinely want you to focus on yourself. And with Taurus here, and me mentioning beauty ritual a lot of times, it's really, really time. It's really, really time to adorn yourself. Oh, by the way, when Divine Masculine sees you all adorned up, maybe you're still friends on social media, or maybe they'll just see you out and about looking just like delectable and delicious, well, that's going to definitely attract them towards you as well. So we're not doing it for Divine Masculine, but I'm just saying, like, if you really wanted Divine Masculine back, do you think blowing up his phone and being just super stressed out and like attaching yourself to him is going to help the situation? No, it's not. It's really not. So just get into your Taurus energy, your Leo energy, you know, where it's like self-confidence and just beautiful sensual things. So we're also getting the Six of Wands, which is like the victory card. Essentially, this is represented by Jupiter and Leo. This is success, public recognition, progress, self-confidence, and we're getting Cancer here. So this is telling me to nurture yourself and have a mother-like energy towards yourself, because Cancer is the mother, represents the mother, and also the moon. So again, with the moods, the emotions, like, it's really time to nurture yourself. I feel like you've been pouring a lot into Divine Masculine, and maybe he's just like, I don't need another mother. That's what I heard, okay, honestly. And it says nurture, comfort, and protection. So give all these things to yourself and watch yourself succeed, I promise. So we're also getting the Tower though, which people hate the Tower, but I honestly love seeing the Tower because it means major change. It means that something is going to come. And one of my cards just fell out and on the floor, and I usually take that as something, but let me go grab that really quick. Okay, so I'm getting Neptune, and Neptune is talking about dream and transcend, and again, Pisces energy here. So with the Tower getting defined by Neptune, it's time to really tap into your dreams. Not only your actual dreams that you're dreaming at night, but your dreams of life, okay? So think about your dreams, whether these dreams include Divine Masculine or not, and yes, actively kind of manifest and think about these things, but detach from them as well, because when you're too attached to your manifestations, to your dreams, that's when they kind of slip away from you. And that's kind of the energy that I get from cards flying off of my table. So usually I'm pretty neat at shuffling, and the cards are pretty neat in general as well, but when it just flies off the table like that, it usually makes me feel like I need to pause and pay attention. Not me, but like you because like I'm channeling for you, and I feel like usually when I'm reading for myself, honestly, my cards are just fine. They don't really go flying, and if they do, it's time for me to pay attention. So for your particular reading, and the only card that flew out and hit the ground was to clarify the Tower, which the Tower, by the way, is talking about these major changes, sudden changes, upheaval, chaos, but it also represents awakening and enlightenment, having a revelation about what's going on. You've gotten to the point where you've realized that you're twin flames. Do you know how incredibly special that is? How incredibly special you are, how incredibly brave, literally brave you are to choose this incarnation as a twin flame. Most people could never, literally. The masses would not choose this path, okay? Like, that's just point blank. There can only be so many twin flames reincarnated on Earth at a time, because we have such power to manifest these changes and really stabilize the unconditional love on planet Earth. It is incredibly difficult. That's why I made this channel, because unconditionally love when we're in a human body is incredibly difficult, because we have something called the mind, the ego. Until you befriend your mind, you befriend your ego, this earth thing is going to be really hard. But when you befriend the ego, befriend the mind, everything just starts flowing. And I know a lot of people talk about kill the ego. Okay, well, if we're going to practice being non-violent human beings of unconditional love, we're not killing anything. It's not really about killing the ego. It's about acknowledging the ego, acknowledging that ego is kind of annoying. You know what ego reminds me of? It's like the annoying older brother that like way overprotective, like sees you hugging your guy friend at school and all of a sudden he's like in between you guys, or you're at a school dance and you just see your brother at the corner of his eye just staring at you, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the ego. It's always trying to protect and watch over you. Get the ego to chill out, and the ego is the one that judges. Your soul doesn't judge. So when we're not in body here on earth, we are unconditional love. We have unconditional love for all beings and all things and each other, because we are all one. When you're out of body, it's easier to get these things. But when you're in body here on earth, where you are such a kind, loving, beautiful soul, but you've gone through hurts, and hurt people, you kind of have to let go of things that has happened to you in compassion, and you also have to forgive yourself for all the hurt that you've put out into the world, because none of us are scot-free. None of us haven't hurt anybody. None of us haven't been hurt. Like, that would be a life full of not change, actually no change at all, if you were never hurt, or if you never hurt somebody and then had to, you know, feel bad about it, essentially. You know, some people hurt people left and right and don't feel bad about it, but karma will catch up on to them. That is not your job. That is karma's job. Okay, so we don't need to worry about karma's job, because she is very, very good at her job. Okay, so just release that. And I just feel like I kind of have this fast, frantic energy right now, and that's kind of just where you are with this uncertain period. But I don't want you to feel that way, because, you know, it's just not worth it. I just keep going back to the vision of seeing this divine feminine kind of sitting in the sun or sitting by a windowsill, and she's kind of just reading. She looks so peaceful. That's where I want you to be. She just is in her energy and peaceful about it. She's not alone and lonely. She's just alone. Do you understand? The loneliness that you feel right now from not being with your love, it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. If you truly believe in soulmates, if you truly believe in twin flames, if you truly believe in love, you are eternal. Do you understand eternity? Do you understand the grasp of what a real twin flame is? Your guides up there, they're essentially just laughing. They just watch you guys like little projects, little children, because we volunteered to come on earth and deal with all this stuff, all this material like distractions, essentially, when we really just could just be playing down here. We could just be happy and have the childlike wonder. Remember the Page of Cups that is at the bottom? This is this person that is full of curiosity and possibility before the first heartbreak, before the first relationship. Think about who you were before you even met this twin, okay? Like, forget him, like forget her, whomever, you know, and just kind of focus on yourself. And I love that we're ending actually with the Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. This is the twin flame card itself. This is talking about celebration, joy, harmony, homecoming, freedom, and relaxation, okay? You will be in union again. And the faster you get in a peaceful energy, the faster that will come. But let's go ahead and get an astrology card. So I did get conjunction. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got conjunction to clarify the Four of Wands. Conjunction is a like direct overlay, right? And it talks about a union, merging together, coming together. So you guys, it is gonna happen. You're gonna come together, okay? Just spend time gaining knowledge right now, beautifying yourself, staying away from drama, hanging out with your friends maybe, looking for the magic around you. Focus on yourself, focus on purifying yourself and your energy. Don't focus on the uncertainty, okay? If you're truly twin flames, you will never be able to kill this love, ever. If this person goes away and never comes back, they weren't your twin anyway. So just have faith that what is meant for you will be yours. So that's actually all I have for you today. I hope you did enjoy this reading. If you did enjoy this reading, go ahead and give me a big like down below and comment down what you resonated with the most or your story. I love to hear your guys' stories. I love to support you guys in the comments, even if it's just a quick like back. That would be me sending you love and hope and light and just hoping the best for you. If you did enjoy this reading and readings like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I do post readings like this every single week. So I hope to see you here again on Moon Sanctuary. Until next time.